Good evening, my name is Chinemerem Joseph and welcome to today's edition of You and the Economy. After 4 years of creative product development, extensive research and very meticulous planning, Nigeria's first ever central bank digital currency, the CBDC, has been formally unveiled. An electronic payment product of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, developed under the aegis of its project giant, the digital currency is known as eNaira, and its theme is Same Naira, More Possibilities. It is meant to further deepen Nigeria's electronic payment system and make financial transactions even more seamless. The eNaira was launched on Monday, the 25th of October, at the State House, Abuja, the seat of the nation's presidency. The historic launch was performed by Nigeria's #1 citizen, President Muhammadu Buhari. The event, which was attended by the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, and principal officers of the National Assembly, was telecast live to the nation. It was also witnessed by an impressive audience comprising an array of stakeholders drawn from the political class, the nation's financial sector, public commentators and opinion leaders, which watched it at the auditorium of the Central Bank of Nigeria's headquarters in Abuja, where events marking the launch of the eNaira were later rounded off. Now, today's edition of You and the Economy features the highlights of the formal launch of the eNaira. Do enjoy the story of the milestone event.
This symbolic action, performed by President Muhammadu Buhari, marked the opening of a new chapter in Nigeria's electronic payment system. What the president unveiled at the State House, Abuja, is Nigeria's central bank digital currency, CBDC, tagged eNaira. The letter E prefixed to the Naira in the tag eNaira, meaning electronic. The historic event announced and reaffirmed Nigeria's readiness to be a key player in the global digital economy. In his address at the unveiling ceremony, President Muhammadu Buhari spoke about what led him to approve the introduction of the eNaira. According to the president, the use of physical cash in conducting business and making payments has been on the decline in recent times. A trend, he said, was further accentuated by the COVID-19 pandemic and the resurgence of a new digital economy. In his opening address at the unveiling ceremony, President Muhammadu Buhari spoke about what led him to approve the introduction of the eNaira.
In response to these developments, an overwhelming majority of central banks across the world have started to consider issuing digital currencies in order to cater for businesses and households seeking faster, safer, easier, and cheaper means of payments. A handful of countries, including China, Bahamas, and Cambodia, have already issued their own central bank digital currencies. A 2021 survey of the central banks around the world by the Bank of International Settlements found that almost 90% are actively researching the potential for central bank digital currencies. 60% were experimenting with the technology, and 14% were deploying pilot projects. It is on the basis of this that the Central Bank of Nigeria sought and received my approval to explore issuing Nigeria's own central bank digital currency named the eNaira. This move was underpinned by the fact that the CBN has been a leading innovator in the form of money they produce and in the payment services they deploy for efficient transactions. They have invested heavily in creating a payment system that is ranked in the top 10 in the world and certainly the best in Africa. This payment system now provides high-value and time-critical payment services to financial institutions and ultimately serves as the backbone for every electronic payment in Nigeria.
Speaking further, President Buhari expressed his delight that Nigeria is not only the first country in Africa to introduce a central bank digital currency, but it is also one of the first in the world to introduce the payment system to her citizens. The president commended the dogged efforts of the CBN preparatory to the deployment of the eNaira, which he noted contributed to ensuring its successful launch. While highlighting the benefits of the introduction of the CBN's CBDC, President Muhammadu Buhari urged the Apex Bank to monitor and supervise the eNaira system in the early stages of its implementation by studying its impact on the economy as a whole.
Let me note that aside from the global trend to create digital currencies, we believe that there are Nigerian specific benefits that cut across different sectors of and concerns of the economy. The use of central bank digital currencies can help move away more people and businesses from the informal into the formal sector. Alongside digital innovations, central bank digital currencies can foster economic growth through better economic activities. Indeed, some estimates indicate that the adoption of central bank digital currencies and its underlying technology, called blockchain, can increase Nigeria's GDP by 29 billion United States dollars over the next 10 years. The central bank digital currencies can also help increase remittances, foster a cross-border trade, improve financial inclusion, make monetary policy more effective, and enable the government to send direct payments to citizens eligible for specific welfare programs. It is on this basis that I am delighted to officially launch the Central Bank of Nigeria digital currency called the eNaira.
In his remarks at the historic event, Governor of the CBN, Godwin Emefiele, noted that President Buhari had made history with the launch of the eNaira, as the CBDC was the first in Africa and also one of the earliest in the global economic community. He said the Apex Bank had embarked on the development of Nigeria's CBDC since 2017 as a result of the growing interest in CBDCs around the world. Governor Emefiele spoke further on why the CBN decided to introduce the eNaira, explaining that the eNaira is the same Naira Nigerians know, with the exception that the eNaira is a digital version of that physical Naira and shall offer more possibilities than the physical Naira.
Following the completion of the preliminary work, our researchers and experts at the CBN were able to clearly establish that a digital currency will drive a more cashless, inclusive, and digital economy and will complement the gains of previous policy measures and a fast-growing payments platform in Nigeria. As such, the CBN decided to implement its own CBDC and to name digital currency the eNaira. Your Excellency, the CBN believes that eNaira will make a significant positive difference to Nigeria and Nigerians, including A, supporting a resilient payment system ecosystem, B, encouraging rapid financial inclusion, C, reducing the cost of processing cash, D, enabling direct and transparent welfare interventions to our citizens, E, increasing revenue and tax collection, F, facilitating diaspora remittances into Nigeria, G, reducing the cost of financial transactions and improving the efficiency of payments in Nigeria. Therefore, the eNaira is Nigeria's CBDC, and it is digital equivalent of the physical Naira. As the tagline simply encapsulates, the eNaira is the same Naira with far more possibilities. The eNaira, like the physical Naira, is a legal tender in Nigeria and a liability of the Central Bank of Nigeria. The eNaira and Naira will have the same value and will always be exchanged at 1 Naira to 1 eNaira.
Reviewing reactions to the activation of the eNaira platform by the CBN, Mr. Emefiele described them as largely positive, adding that impressive milestones had already been recorded following the activation of the platform.
Since the eNaira platform went live, there has been overwhelming interest and encouraging response from Nigerians and other parties across the globe, with over 2.5 million daily visits to our websites with the following milestones. 1, 33 banks are fully integrated and live on the platform. 2, 500 million Naira has been successfully minted by the CBN. 3, 200 million Naira has been issued to financial institutions. 4, over 2,000 customers have been onboarded on the platform. And 5, over 120 merchants have successfully registered on the e-platform. Customers who download the eNaira Speed Wallet app will be able to perform the following. A, onboard and create their wallet. B, fund their eNaira wallet from their bank account. C, transfer eNaira from their wallet to another wallet. And D, make payments for purchases at registered merchant locations both within and even across the country.
The CBN governor thanked all stakeholders inside and outside government whose collaboration made the success of the eNaira project possible, acknowledging that their cooperation and commitment contributed to the successful launch. While expressing the hope of the CBN that the eNaira will drive the digital economy agenda of the country and foster a more prosperous Nigeria, Emefiele called on relevant stakeholders, particularly financial institutions, the Nigeria Interbank Settlement System (NIBSS), financial tech groups, telecommunication companies, telcos, and merchants to further collaborate, innovate, deepen, and enhance the value of the eNaira to Nigerians.
As with most digital revolutions, our eNaira is a journey that starts today. It is not a one-off event. It is a journey of possibilities. We will continue to refine, fine-tune, and upgrade it. Therefore, Nigerians should expect to see additional functionalities in the coming months, including A, accessibility and onboarding of customers without BVN, and the use of eNaira on the phone without internet will further drive financial inclusion, making Nigeria one of the first countries in the world to deploy central bank digital currency via USSD on phones without relying on internet connectivity. Onboarding of revenue collection agencies to increase and simplify our process of revenue collection in Nigeria. 3, creation of sector-specific tokens to support the federal government's social programs and distribution of targeted welfare schemes in a bid to lift millions of Nigerians out of poverty by 2025.
Events marking the formal launch of the eNaira shifted from the State House, Abuja, to the auditorium of the CBN at its Abuja headquarters, where the CBN governor addressed members of staff. Emefiele said having been involved in the successful birthing of the Bank Verification Number (BVN) project of the CBN as chairman of its implementation committee while he was managing director of one of the leading banks in Nigeria, he had come to the CBN as governor with his mind bristling with various project ideas, and that one of such was the eNaira project. Emefiele thanked the deputy governors, directors, and staff of the CBN for their diligence and hard work, which he said resulted in the successful unveiling of the CBDC of the Apex Bank.
I want to really first thank all the staff, all the directors, all the deputy governors in the Central Bank of Nigeria for a hard work. I think you all deserve a round of applause. When I was coming to the Central Bank of Nigeria, I came with some zeal, and I was coming and saying, wow, I hope the private sector's zeal that we're bringing into Central Bank, that we hope that we're going to find people that will be able to match us in the private sector. But getting to Central Bank of Nigeria, I found very brilliant, energetic, hardworking people, and I never cease saying that the Central Bank of Nigeria is an embodiment of talents, central bankers that can withstand in any part of the world today. Is it in monetary policy? Is it in payment system? In all the areas that are areas of our specialty, when we particularly talk about our core mandate, which is price and monetary stability, we find the best crop of people. And I'm so impressed that over the last almost 7.5 years, I've worked with a crop of very, very brilliant, intelligent people that can withstand in any part of the world. Congratulations and thank you to all of you.
Reflecting on the eNaira project, Emefiele shared the fears he had entertained on the possible outcome of the digital currency initiative and expressed joy and satisfaction that those fears never came to pass, as the project has come to fruition.
At some point, I was scared that a project where only very, very few, and I can just see, maybe I can see China being one of the big countries in the world that has embraced it. And that is what we decided. We said we must also embark on this project. I must confess that I was a little bit scared when we would deliver. And I feel so grateful and gratified that this team, headed by Deputy Governor and 8 departmental directors, worked tirelessly both day and night to deliver this project. I say you have made us proud, because Nigeria stands today tall amongst the very, very few countries in the world that has adopted and indeed launched its own eNaira. Nigeria is the first in Africa. So what am I saying? In Nigeria and in Central Bank of Nigeria, we have developed a robust payment system infrastructure that can withstand any in the world. And we have done everything possible to ensure that we protect the system, to ensure that those who feel they want to be the bad guys, that they cannot penetrate our system. So I thank all of you. Today is a great day for us. And you all, as Central Bank members of staff of the Central Bank of Nigeria, should feel proud that you belong to a community of central bankers who are determined to deliver the best to your country and to your fellow Nigerians.
Earlier, in an address of welcome, Dr. Kingsley Obiora, the Deputy Governor who heads the economic policy arm of the CBN, said despite the daunting challenges that the team that executed the eNaira project faced, which often made the October 2021 target set for its unveiling unrealistic, the word impossible was expunged from the lexicon of the project team. He expressed his joy that the target became a reality.
So I really want to use this opportunity to thank all the directors, all the staff. You know yourselves, I've been completely amazed by the dedication, by the foresight, by the independence, the innovativeness that you all displayed to ensure that we were able to deliver this, and in so doing, we have all individually and collectively not just distinguished ourselves, but made our governor a very, very happy man.
The responsibility of delivering the closing remarks fell on the CBN Deputy Governor in charge of corporate services, Edward Adamu. Adamu thanked President Muhammadu Buhari for providing the support and leadership that brought the eNaira project to fruition. He expressed gratitude to the Federal Executive Council and other stakeholders whose support had equally made the CBN CBDC initiative to become a reality. The CBN Deputy Governor, Corporate Services, equally thanked CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele for being the driving force that ensured the eventual success of the project. Adamu urged all staff of the CBN to continue to uphold the can-do spirit which they had all demonstrated all through the conception and execution of the eNaira project, and which he said equally contributed in no small measure to its success.
Today is a good day. It's a day for every Nigerian in Nigeria and abroad to be proud. It's a day where we have shown that everything is possible once we are determined to do it. And therefore I stand here as a very proud Nigerian and as a very proud central banker, as a very proud member of this organization that we all look up to. We have done something that no one has done in Africa. We have done something that very few have done in the world. And therefore we need to carry this message and ensure that we drive it home and that every Nigerian feels this in his or her own life as we move on. The man of the moment, the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, can we give him another round of applause on this special day for everything that has been done. It looked impossible, but he has shown that, look, it is possible. And this is one of the many things that he has done, that he has shown that, look, with all the effort and teamwork, there's nothing that we cannot do. And therefore, one of the takeaways that we take out of this is, as we go back to our various institutions and offices and desks, is that whatever it is that we're given to do, with the determination and effort, we should be able to deliver, and we can even do more.
Opportunity to hear you. How really do you feel?
During a question and answer session he held with the media to round off the event, CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele said he considered it a great feat that the eNaira project has materialized. He allayed fears of those who think using the eNaira to settle payments was fraught with risks.
Central Bank of Nigeria is the first central bank in Africa to deliver eNaira. For us, is a great feat. To say that Central Bank of Nigeria is, I would say, even the second large economy after China to deliver the digital currency is indeed a very great feat for us. We will not embark on a project where we have not really dimensioned the risks. You identify a risk, and you now measure the risk, and then we think about how to manage the risk. We have looked at it. There is no need, absolutely no reason for anybody to be afraid of the risk of maybe hacking your account and the rest of them.
Welcome back. There is no doubt that the launch of the eNaira will further deepen Nigeria's electronic payment system. As you learned, the benefits of the eNaira payment system are almost incalculable, and that both its users and the Nigerian economy will certainly be better off with its introduction. It is also comforting that the CBN has offered assurance that, like it has done with the physical Naira, the eNaira will be made accessible by everyone. Also reassuring is the pledge by the Apex Bank that public enlightenment on the eNaira payment system, which had begun before its formal launch, will be intensified. This is to further acquaint Nigerians with what the eNaira payment system is really all about, and also provide illuminating answers to the frequently asked questions thrown up since the CBN announced its decision to introduce the digital currency. We here on You and the Economy join the public and other stakeholders to warmly welcome the eNaira payment system and wish the digital currency well in its game-changing outing. With what we know about the rigorous efforts that went into developing the product, we are confident that the eNaira will overcome the usual teething challenges that inevitably come with the introduction of novel initiative and go on to realize the objectives of its rollout resoundingly. I will be here with you again when we bring you another interesting edition of the program on the station at the same time and day next week. Goodbye.
Thank you.